Hello, my dear friends. I'm going to read a little bit to you out of the book of Job, and I'm going to talk just a little bit, mostly just reading though. All right, Job chapter 1, verses 1 through 12, and I've got some notes over there on the computer. I may glance over there every now and then, but mostly I'm just going to be reading to you from the Bible. And I got to get these glasses off so I can see how to read. There was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job. And that man was blameless and upright, one who feared God and shunned evil. And 7 sons and 3 daughters were born to him. Also, his possessions were 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, 500 yoke of oxen, 500 female donkeys, and a very large household, so that this man was great of all the people, was the greatest of all the people of the east. And his sons would go and feast in their houses, each on his appointed day, and would send and invite their 3 sisters to eat and drink with them. So it was, when the days of feasting had run their course, that Job would send and sanctify them, and he would rise early in the morning and offer burnt offerings according to the number of them all. For Job said, "It may be that my sons have sinned and cursed God in their hearts." Thus Job did this regularly. That was back in the days of the law, and you had to get your sins covered that way. And Job was concerned for the way his sons were living, things they were doing, and so he would burn sacrifices to atone for their sins. Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan also came with them. And the Lord said to Satan, "From where do you come?" So Satan answered the Lord and said, "From going to and fro on the earth, and from walking back and forth on it." Friends, Satan is still going to and fro on the earth, walking back and forth upon it, seeking those whom he may devour. And it seems that right now, in today's time, it is churches and families, marriages, that he is seeking to devour. Satan is inside just about every church in America and probably all around the world. Satan is given, in the end times, the Bible tells us, Satan is given more power, and it's going to continue to increase up to the tribulation, and through the tribulation it's going to get horrendous. He will be totally in charge of planet Earth during the second half of the tribulation period. He'll have a lot more power in the first half, but at the second half, it's going to be all him. And this world is going to be like hell on earth, literally. So Satan answered and said to the Lord, "From going to and fro on the earth, and from walking back and forth on it." Then the Lord said to Satan, and the Lord is always in control. The power that Satan has is only the power that the Lord is going to give him. Then the Lord said to Satan, "Have you considered my servant Job, that there is none like him on earth, a blameless and upright man, one who fears God and shuns evil?" So Satan answered the Lord and said, Does Job fear God for nothing? Have you not made a hedge around him, around his household, and around all that he has on every side? You have blessed the work. This is Satan talking now. You have blessed the work of his hands, and his possessions have increased in the land. But now stretch out your hand and touch all that he has, and he will surely curse you to your face. And the Lord said to Satan, Behold, all that he has is in your power. Only do not lay a hand on this person. So God gave Satan the power temporarily to touch everything that Job owned. And that's where that ends. And now I'm just going to talk a little bit. And I'm going to get comfy while I talk. If you read the rest of Job 1, you'll see that Job's children, some storm like a tornado or something came that Satan created and killed all of Job's children. His livestock, it just wiped him out, totally wiped him out. Job was completely undone by it. But his faith in the Lord remained strong. At first, Job didn't do anything when he lost his family. You remember, God had given him power to touch everything he owns, but not to touch Job himself. Satan came back to God later in Job and said, Let me touch his body, and he'll curse you to your face. And God said, You can touch his body, but you can't take his life. And I don't know what it was that Satan did to him, but it was like he had leprosy or something. Had boils all over his body, and he was wanting to die. He was in so much misery. And in the end of it, read the first chapter of Job yourself sometime. In the end of it, Job said, The Lord giveth, and the Lord taketh away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. He never turned his back on the Lord. He never cursed the Lord like Satan thought he would do. He remained faithful to the Lord. And the Lord replaced everything he had lost. I think it said sevenfold, except for his kids. He didn't really lose his kids because he always atoned for them. He did get more kids, but he didn't lose the ones he had. They just their souls went to heaven when they were wiped out. So friends, God does allow Satan into our lives for whatever reason. Like Job, we must remain faithful to him. God has allowed Satan in my life several times. And I was undone like Job each time. But I still love the Lord. And now I can give him thanks for each of those times because I can see in them me getting rid of my worldly possessions that I thought were so important by getting rid of my daughter that I love so dearly, just everything that he's done to me, him allowing me to be crippled in a bad car accident that was not my fault. I was sitting at a red light, not even moving, got hit head on and was crippled, I guess, for life. It's been 20 years already, 21 years, 22 years already. But I give God thanks because it made me more Christ like. It drew me closer to Him. It made me trust in Him stronger. It made me love Him more. I lost a lot, a lot. And I'm lonely here. My life is not perfect. And I say it's a God forsaken place, but there is no God forsaken place except hell right now. There will be shortly, but right now it's not. But I feel like this place is God forsaken, but it's not really. I just, God has done many works in my life to bring me closer to Him. And I am thankful and I give Him thanks for where I am today. Because I was a repugnant, stinky man back in my old life. If God runs you through trials like He did Job and me and others, give thanks to God. The Lord gives and the Lord takes away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. I got several others I want to do for you, so I'll see you again shortly. God bless you, friends.